a wild card sort of a shot.
4 on the one roll side, 4 on the
He sold it out for sure. He left a very, very easy first game for Wilkie. Probably 5-6 in the same pocket. Oh, he kind of was moving and jumping on that ball, unlike Shaun. Matt is fortunate. He has a good opportunity now. A little past his mark. You have to draw it deep and come 2 rails. Draw it between the first diamond and the point of the corner pocket. At the same time, not have it going that fast.
It's not part of the tournament. 15 is brand new. They're not part of the tournament. Okay.
He didn't get down deep enough there. You see that he had to get a little deeper towards that pocket, so that his out angle was closer to the side pocket. Yeah, this is a real. That's real. First game, it's always tight.
Some big rag tickets tonight, George?
Yep.
$20 or just one? You want 25 too?
Well, in not one of their prettiest games ever, Wilkie takes game number 1. And the winner of this match will be in the final 4 on the winner's side, and guaranteed in the money. And we'll come back tomorrow. The loser is going to have to scrape his way up the one-loss side and deal with a few various desperados along the way. A good solid break shot to be sure. Matt may have an attractive possibility with his 3-9.
Oh, table 9, 0 to 9.
0 to 9.
I need a second. All right.
It's one size. I'll get it for you.
This looks like a carom coming up here. A little, get the rake for goodness sake. The 9 ball might be a seek in the shade.
She said I could put anything I want in that closet door right
pay my bill first.
That was a opportunity gone away. A lot of matches get lost. They don't get won. You get opportunities. You have to make the most of them because you never know when the balls are going to stop being cooperative for you. That's rare for players of this caliber to slop in balls. A lot of people that don't know for nothing about the game say at 9 ball, such a lucky game. Nothing could be really farther from the truth. You're only playing position for 1 ball to get to the next ball, and you've got to stay on the correct position. It's a whole lot more challenging than some of the other disciplines. You might play the carom off the... How about the 9 ball here? That's sick, he declared. But what you got to do with that one, if it's sick, is to throw away all the vaccine. I never understood why people did that. That just take the rake and push it in. You know, it's awkward. Your foot might slip. Anything might happen. 2 games to nothing for Wilkie.
Tiger. Hey, do you know how when I'm putting, how long? Detail, yeah. 2 more to win the money. Well, no, I meant, so you're, okay, cool. Well, if I would have won that one, would it have been? You'd have been in a clutch. Damn. It's tough because I went from, that was where my first match was, and then I played on the floor tables, and I went back to the fast tables. So, like, I gave him, donated 4 games to him, because I just get out of line. Try to keep it over here. Yeah. But you're playing the winner of the match. You're too short. The guy who played just what? 4 hours. Oh, well, yeah. So once you get up here, I'll keep playing. Okay, cool.
That was a pretty respectable shot. He might have a sliver of blue, though. He might have a little blue paint for him to run into there. It's real tight. A good hit. He might have given up a shot, though.
Chuck Sampson, table 10. Chuck, table 10.
That's 7 balls in a perplexing position. He got lucky.
Okay. Yeah, you can stay with him. No, hold on, Kenny. Kenny, you're here.
I'm here, right? Right.
You're on 10. It's on 9. So we're not playing on 9. 9? Yeah, right. Chuck Sampson, 10.
You're on the losers?
That's a good shot there. You see the way he really plays. His first couple games, he was just nowhere looking.
Good, George.
Oh yeah, I'm perfect. Oh, look at this. Oh man. As soon as I took my eye off of him, boy. Balls don't ever stay loyal to anybody for long. You might have to play lots of right English and spin it way up table. And safety. He's sold out. He's didn't even twist it. It looks like his heart's not in it. He's got that west side state of mind. The west side state of mind is the loser's bracket. If you look on the chart, it's the west side of the chart. You stay on the east side, you're on the winner's side.
I thought you meant the
No.
All right, I ain't worried about you.
Wilkie 4, Krah nothing. It should have been 2-2. Instead, it's
Yes, sweetie.
just for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Sure.
I gotta get this other guy screwed up.
Here's how good. I want to get a drink and some ice cream.
Ice cream. I'm getting ready to have a psychotic break. I usually only strangle 2, maybe 3 people along the way. Yeah. I only strangle them if they're under 21.
Like the only one here under 20. Besides
There were 2-3 players in this tournament that were younger than you today, Thomas. That little girl walking up here, she's 10 years of age. Just
you're right.
she hits balls good. Junior champion, girls 10-year-old champion.
Yeah, that's the little girl.
Scholar. Yeah, you were almost a senior citizen next to her.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Oh, that's a. Matt is going through the trials and tribulations here of how to punch.
Come on down to Virginia Beach, girl.
Skylar says she's gonna come out to one of our
Come to the beach.
See your dad playing back there. Yeah.
Down to Virginia Beach and go to the
He
beach
doesn't like
after you get done.
he doesn't like these tables though. He hates them.
Well, if he gets to tomorrow, they're going to be playing them all on the gold crowns. Even the second, I don't know about the second chance tournament, depending on how many they get.
Oh, she wants to do that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thomas said, I don't want you.
I don't want a part of that.
He was just keeping the seat warm.
You got it up here.
Oh yeah.
We can ask Jason about the ice cream.
Oh, sorry there. Okay. We're really graced to have in our booth today. You the national girls 10-year-old junior champion, and your name is
Skylar.
Skylar. I was watching you hit balls down at that triple nines, and you look like you know what you're doing already a little bit.
Yeah.
And all I can tell you is, welcome to this great sport, and welcome to the booth. Are you still in this tournament, or are you done?
No, I just got out.
That's pretty good considering that it's almost 6 o'clock and we started playing at 12. You won some matches then
Yeah.
against open free for all added money company, which is what this is.
I tied up for first in the top female playing in this tournament.
Oh, okay, very nice. And you mentioned that you're sponsored by Predator,
Yeah.
and all I can say is that they're gigantic. They're one of our tour sponsors, and that 7 ball might have enough. No, it had cheap soles on its feet. But anyway, though, we're watching a couple of pros play here. This is
Matt Krah versus Shaun Wilkie.
right. Matt's from Delaware. I've known him a long, long time, since he was pretty young, and Shaun the same. So where do you live, Scholar?
I live in Bowie.
Bowie. Okay.
He might be trying to cut this all the way up, but that's a tough shot to get.
I think he's looking to maybe play this ball on the side and come 1-2 cushions with the left-hand ball running and fall on the 6.
Yeah.
But he seems to be relatively unsure of it. Not an easy shot from the rail in any regard, any of these shots. What place do you play at from Bowie? Do you play at triple nines? Where do you play generally?
I play somewhere at Center Pocket in Crofton and Bank Shots and Laurel.
Oh yeah, Center Pockets is a nice little place off of Maryland 450 and 301.
Yeah. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, that's a shot that's a lot easier when you're winning 4-0 rather than losing 4-0. This looks like
I think he's just gonna kind of bounce off this rail and come around for the 8 ball.
So, Scholar, let me ask you this: Who was your main teacher or influence playing pool?
Shaun Wilkie, he doesn't really teach me, but he helps me out with like my break and stuff. He teach me, and I kind of pick up a few things when I hang out with him because he practices with me a lot. And also my coach, bus driver, which is Ronnie Williams. He was a one pocket legend.
I certified Ronnie in my academy about 6 years ago. Ronnie, he's been an instructor a long time, and but he still decided to come to the academy and get certified through the industry. And Ronnie's a good man. He got lots and lots of from the same sources I got trained in back in my days. We're both around the same age, and a great guy.
He's very nice.
Love him dearly. He's always been just all class. Ronnie is like me. He's a certified instructor in the Professional Billiard Instructor Association, and he can give you one pocket lessons. I'm more or less fundamentals and playing of the other games a little bit more. One pocket was never something that I really gravitated to too much, even though it would have been nice. I played the game and all, but Ronnie, it's like a religion to him.
He doesn't teach me one pocket unless I really need to, but he teaches me my fundamentals and how I get around the table, and he shows me drills to practice at home all the time. All I can say is you couldn't be in better hands. It's all I could say. He got influenced by all the same people that influenced me, from
from the older ones from our era, you know, like him with Eddie Taylor and the Hall of Fame Bank King and One Pocket and all, and Eddie Taylor also was. Well, Matt gets on the board. Eddie Taylor also schooled my original teacher, which was Champagne Ed Kelly, who was all-around world champion in the 60s. He won world championships in 9-ball and then straight pool, and One Pocket was his best game. All around, he was in the top 5 that ever lived at Chalk to Q. Maybe top 8, but very, very few in all 3 games. If you played all 3 games, you know, that you were going to beat him too often. And what I noticed about you, and this is, you know, I observe and report for a living, and you know what I'm going to say about you? That you look like you just love the game and you're just fascinated by the way things are, and your overall demeanor and all is not even remotely close to. I've seen people double and triple your age act out, and I've watched you in action a couple times on that ladies tour the weekend before the JP Nude. I was watching you, and even that little tournament the week before that, and you conduct yourself with such dignity and class. It's far, let's say, you know, let's just say people that are younger don't conduct themselves the way you do, and you can be a star if you keep at it and stick with Ronnie. And keep hanging around guys like Shaun and learning what you can learn. And you know, I used to get junior players a lot, but there are no more pool rooms left in Baltimore, where I'm from.
Yeah.
Mwah.
See you later. Right.
All right. Oh. Where was mine? I'm sorry. I'm still out there. But sure. You said you wanted to commentate in the booth with me. Well, here you are. What do you think Shaun's going to do here? He's got a very difficult play.
I think he's gonna try to go
I don't know.
go 2 rails around and try to make it in the side pocket, because that's what he was lining up for. Well, at least he hit it.
He had a tremendous shot. He left a safe back, but still, he only had like a little wafer thin little piece of that orange ball to connect.
Yeah.
He's going to come 2 rails back. Oh, he hit it real soft. That's dangerous, because sometimes that 5 can just drift up the track. And okay, this 5 isn't going to have any more orange paint on it if they keep hitting it. This might be a back cut carom off the 8-ball, or it's a safe. He can't shoot at anything more unless it's a hanger at 5-1. He had to hit the 8. He did, and then sold out.
So it looks like it's straight in from here, but I think there's a little angle on it.
Yeah, Shaun is going to have to get correct on this 6-ball, which means he's going to come off with a little high right English, I believe, and play for the 8 in the same pocket.
Yep.
Might be a little straight though. Yeah, or he might be playing down to the rail for the carom on the 9, which is also the play. That's what he's looking at there. Yeah, I'm glad to hear Ronnie is still doing what he's doing, you know. And if he's listening to this broadcast, all the best, Ronnie Williams, aka the bus driver.
Yeah, a couple of the people he trained is now pros, like Nicole King and Elaine Wilson.
He also worked with Kia, Sidbury.
Yep.
He's playing for the carom with a 9. He might have to call in a chuckler here.
Yeah.
Actually, watch the hit. Matt trusts him. These guys known each other forever.
That was a nice shot.
Sure was. Shaun Wilkie takes a 6-1 lead in this contest over Mr. Matt Krah. And
So we made nothing, and then one ball's got a easy cut for Shaun to make. So
it might be a very attractive layout if he gets the 2-ball properly. Come up with the high left ball. Up, he kind of dumped that ball. That wasn't one of his.
just trying to go.
2 rails to the middle.
Yep. And I didn't get it hard enough.
Okay. You tell them if you want, and Ryan, Robert,
Shaun's gonna have to swing at this little kick.
I think you can see a little piece of it, so he probably can.
He might be able to overcut it and come back behind the 6.
Yeah.
And a cue ball behind the 6. He might be able to make it flat out and play shape. Made it flat out and played shape. Perfect 3/4 ball shot for Shaun. It just center cue ball to about a half a tip to his left to center as he views it. Perfect. This is going real slow.
Shaun is a fast player, but he's really good at it too. He told me when he was younger he played a speed pool, so now he's kind of fast at shooting regular pool because.
It's all a question of rhythm. He shot that, and you see, anybody can be humiliated by any shot at any time. You know, that we can't take any shots for granted.
Yeah.
Each shot requires the same preparation as the last.
So this one's kind of messing him up because the rail is hitting the back of his cue.
Yeah.
So he can't extend all the way.
Well, he hit that ball sweet. That was a great shot there.
Sometimes you gotta.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Shaun should have had that one, but sometimes you just gotta take a double look at it because you can mess up easily.
Yep. Here, Matt was ever so slightly out of line, but he chose to take a shot that he's 95% or better on this shot. He sees his right edge and the left edge of the cue ball, and then he's stroking straight out to a phantom center ball, and it's going right in the hole. Six games to 2. And you know, when you look at a match like this, that 6 games to 2 looks like a rout. Yet that's only 2-game flip around. It could have been 4-4. Matt had missed a couple easy shots. It gave him games. It gave Shaun games in the beginning,
And now that's kind of flipping around, and Shaun's missing some not easy shots, but a little difficult.
Now, last one he missed a 7-ball was easy shot.
Yeah, that was an easy shot.
He just hurried up on it. He shot like he had a dinner reservation or something.
Yeah.
You know, he was Quick Straw McGraw, and instead he was Babalooey.
Like a bobblehead.
That's right. His head bobbled and the 7-ball wobbled.
Looks like Shaun can hit this or make it too, but it's stuck behind the 4-ball.
He's going to twist it down the rail. This is a perfect shot to lay on top of the 4-ball and play safe.
Even though you might get a difficult shot, at least you're still on the table, because you're a 9 at the table and you're a 1 sitting in the chair because you can do nothing.
Right. But also you must make the most of every turn. That's a great hit from Matt. He makes the deuce. But you make the most of every shot, every turn you get at the table, and that's what I watch with you playing, and he taught you well.
I'm still learning, but
I'm still learning. I'm 71 years old, and I'm still got stuff to learn, you know. And
you never have nothing to learn about pool.
right.
There's always something that no one can master. And there's always something that someone can master.
Well, you just keep on playing and keep on doing what you're doing. You're going to get to the limits of your ability, and then even beyond, because a lot of it has to do with temperament, and even less with talent. I've seen lots of people that have the talent but not the temperament,
Yep.
and they end up trying shoes on people's sweaty feet because they weren't patient enough, or weren't willing to work hard enough.
And a lot of people used to say, a lot of people said that I got really mad at myself and stuff. So I took that as a lesson, and I stopped getting mad at myself and getting in my head. So then I started not getting mad, and I haven't got mad in 2 years. And it's actually done better for me, and it's supposed to do better for me because you're not getting in your head.
And you see, that takes away your energy from you too when you get angry. You see, you lose your energy, and you lose your stamina. Even if you're young and you got unlimited stamina.
And you miss a lot of shots that you shouldn't.
Sure.
And what I say is, that was a nice shot. And what I say is, you can never lose in a game because it's either a win, or a lesson.
Yes, indeedy. Sometimes a loss has much more value than a win.
But you gotta learn to lose first, and then you can start winning.
That's that's some pretty heady Zen stuff for somebody that's only about less than 4,000 days old. Right? 365 days in a year. You're what, 10 years of age? When are you going to be 11?
January 4th.
Okay. Well, you're around 3,550 days or so from getting to 3,600 and 3 dozen hundreds, you know, but that's... I enjoy this still. Even as I'm getting older, I enjoy it.
Yeah. Shaun enjoys a lot of pool, but now he's like, sometimes he's taking a break and doing like photography. A lot of people know he loves photography and getting pictures of birds, and
he's terrific at it too. I've seen a lot of his stuff.
yeah.
And so, you know, because sometimes if you just find yourself in pool rooms day and night and day, and after a while, one day you look up and you say, man, I'm 35, 40 years of age. What else have I done in my life other than this?
Yeah.
And we might not regret it, but we start to question ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Shaun's not gonna. He said he might retire from pool, but like he'll play in big tournaments and stuff still.
You know, the thing is that I had a couple of times in the 55 or 56 years I was playing to retire and all that, and finally physically it all caught up with me, and didn't have the stamina. My eyes are still excellent. Uh-oh. Good shot. Well, he is right in line there. That's just looking like duck, duck, goose from there. Just draw it back a slight bit.
It's amazing to watch these pros do this because it looks like you have a remote control to just like maneuver the cue ball everywhere. Wherever you want to be is where you get. But sometimes you get out of line, but you still usually get around where you want to be.
Well, he's got a nice natural looking path. Come off that rail right at the 7. Oh, he never touched the rail. High right in the same pocket, I'm sure.
Yeah, I lost 2 lines. I lost to Neymar 9-7. Win the winner side, undefeated.
High right again. Get the rake for goodness sake. I don't think you're going to reach that one.
5-1 on Eric to get back to the finals and lose 9-7.
You're not built for that one. Shaun is very, very good with the bridge, even though he plays lots of straight pool. He's got that extra long cue.
Right back up on 11.
He could twist it inside it, and he arrives on the hill. He's ahead 7 games to 3.
Yeah, next we're going to pay 9 control. And then 4 winners, 4 losers.
Sure.
Is it per ball or you gotta win out? Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that.
Shaun pockets a ball, but he's got lots of distance between him and the one, and
You could bank the one ball, but then like take the cue ball, and it's the natural angle. Okay, never mind.
he kept it simple.
I was up 6'5" and started low. Hey, you okay?
These flies are driving me crazy.
They're high protein.
I'm not eating them. Yuck. So it's the same shot again.
Thomas, what did it look like? So, black.
Same shot.
Same shot, and in other words, he's tightening the noose. Oh, at 8-9 looks like a
Straight in combo.
yeah. It looks like it's close enough. Well, this looks like a run out to that combination if I ever saw one.
Here just moved somebody. I know you had said somebody told me that they don't typically come back and move here a lot on the weekends. We were gonna move the like equipment, just like the table and things. Yeah, I'm in here tomorrow morning, so we'll just come in here. Jay said I could just take anything off the plug.
Now, when you guys start winding down, if you could.
Yeah, we're moving into this level right here. Tables aren't being used on this side, so I think we're down to like only 2 tables.
I played Christina Takab first round. At least I got one game on her.
She's a great player.
And they'll be done and then we won't have anything else. So yeah, you can put any of those out once those 3 notches are done.
If it's easier for you guys or
That's the only way you get better is to play better players. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Because your shot has value, and that it's helps your focus. People always get better when you go back to your normal pool room after you've been in a nice event like this. Even that you're going to find that your focus and level of concentration goes up automatically
Yeah.
due to the atmosphere that you're in.
And they're shorter races, it's race to 7.
This ball might have to get thrown slightly. He might have to hit this ball slightly on the right side of the 8. Or the left. I can't tell from the angle. Matt takes down game number 11, and he trails 7 games to 4. And he's on the break.
Yeah, I came in, he was scheduled at 9, I came in at 7:30, go ahead and kind of sunset that way, it wasn't like a rush. So it's gonna come, you know what I mean? it was perfect. People could start rolling. You get me? Tables were ready. You guys did a great job. We took the stick away.
I was actually surprised. I assumed when I first sort of started that you're opening doors at night. So I was like, I need to come in earlier, you know. But then after told me on Thursday that we're not you're going at 9, but the players are just unfortunately. Yeah. That was fun getting out of the city this morning too. That was fun. I asked Patrick initially where the cord was. He's like, oh, over here somewhere. So after picking up like several tiles.
Having that one there was definitely helpful. Yeah, having
Good shot, Matt. 5 and 8 are going to be a very difficult row to hoe, though.
Yeah.
Like a
all I used to do was
flag on it. Like it's going with
I could have did APT. I have our ATP.
We should get that, yeah. Good for advertising.
Enjoy the rest of your.
I'll be back at 8.
He caught all of that point. That robbed him of his angle to go into the 5-8 with the 4. Well, he's misplaced his mineral.
That's a tough shot because you can double hit that easily.
That's true. In fact, a lot of people, if these two guys didn't know each other the way they did, they would have called in a referee or a tournament official to make the call.
Yeah.
Always, if you're never sure about a hit, always get an impartial third party or a tournament director. That way you never have a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Never catch any cue balls that are falling or any balls. Don't ever touch a table.
Yep.
The balls, let the balls fall no matter how frustrated you are.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to come right into the 8. Oh, that's tasty. The condemned man ate a hearty meal. That's it. Shaun Wilkie takes down Mr. Matt Krah of Delaware by the score of 8 games to 4. We'll be back in a few minutes for some more action on the Action Pool Tour. George Hammerbacher and Scala checking out for the time being, and we'll be back maybe.